Hey guys, it's Maya Norman here, and welcome back to my podcast. This week's topic will be child abuse and neglect. Personally, I think that no child should be subjected to maltreatment or should feel uncomfortable at home with their parents. But let's get another opinion from our special guest, Samiha Murad. Woo-hoo!
Hey everyone! I'm glad to be here today to discuss this topic.
Great! Child abuse has affected over 1/3 of children, newborn to age 18 across the world. From shaken baby syndrome to malnourishment to medical neglect to the traditional spanking, child abuse is growing and needs to be stopped. Based on statistics, most parents who are doing the abusing have suffered a traumatic childhood themselves, which is truly saddening considering they are inflicting the same pain they have experienced on their own children. Others are involved with drugs and alcohol, or they just didn't want the child at all.
That's terrible.
It truly is, but that's the world we live in today. Now, if you don't mind, I'll be asking you a few questions, and I would like your honest opinions on them.
Sure, go ahead.
Awesome. Why do you think parents abuse their children?
I personally think that since it's been a tradition for many years, that's what makes it so popular. Parents think that it's a form of discipline or punishment, which is terrible, as when parents are angry, they tend to be very harsh and violent. Basically, they don't think before they perform their actions. It's very saddening, as this could badly injure or traumatize the child. Coming from traditional parents, I truly believe there needs to be a different form of punishment.
I totally agree. Now, based on your previous answer, what do you think we, as a society, can do to decrease and eliminate child abuse and neglect?
We could definitely perform some precautions, as we could train new or future parents about different or more effective forms of punishment, or we could also give helplines for children who are being abused to use. But I think the best solution would just be simply to educate.
Definitely something to consider. As children, this can cause many social and mental problems that can be permanent. What do you think could be done to aid these children?
We could, again, provide helplines for them or therapy. Also, we could give different coping mechanisms for them to use when being faced with the violence or abuse. However, there aren't much solutions for the children. It's mostly the responsibility of the parents to create a safe environment for the children.
Here's the scenario. Let's say that you are bringing your child to school and every day you see the same child with bruises and scars. You suspect that they might be getting abused. Do you confront the parent, talk to the teacher, tell your child to talk to the abused one, or call the police? Or do you do something else?
I wouldn't confront the parent. That would cause more anger for them to put on their child. I would confront a teacher who could provide proper services for his family.
Absolutely. Let's reverse that scenario. Now, you are the parent abusing your child. You know that you are abusing him or her. While you are leaving the school, another parent confronts you about mistreating your child. What would you do?
If I were to abuse my child, I'd definitely be the wrong and would want help. I would accept any help given to me and my child.
True. Just a few more questions.
Alrighty.
Put yourself in the child's shoes. Wake up, get ready for school, get yelled at, maybe a push or hit. Get to school, come home, maybe a slap or punch, get yelled at again, then go to sleep. Repeat. How would you describe this child's feelings? And do you think this causes emotional and behavioral issues? Why or why not?
This scenario definitely describes a toxic, abusive family. If I were in the shoes of an abused child, I would be down and hurt. I would probably feel unsafe in my home environment, and that would probably cause many mental health issues.
Of course. Why do you think some children keep their feelings to themselves rather than telling someone and getting help?
They're scared. I would be scared. Many are scared to share their personal problems because they think it'll affect them negatively. They think people will judge them, and the current issue will get worse.
Yeah, for sure. And very last question. Is there anything you would like to say to these parents and children?
Yes, for all you parents, think about how your child feels when being scolded by you, let alone being physically injured by you. If you love your child, find better alternatives when it comes to discipline. For children, remember, if you're facing any issues, don't be afraid to get help.
I agree. Well, that's all the time we've got. Thanks to everybody listening to this podcast. And I would also like to thank our special guest today with providing us with her honest opinions and answers. Thank you, Samiha.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me. I truly enjoyed this podcast. It was a great experience.
Great. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to tune in next week for a brand new topic. Bye.